Hi everyone and welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and overview of this new video card from MSI. This is the MSI R7950-2PMD3GD5. Yes, I said that correctly. Here's a closer look at the box, and to clarify that model number I read off at the beginning, this is an AMD GPU that is contained within this video card. It is the AMD Radeon HD7950 GPU, the brand new one that just came out. Here at the top we have a few more specs about it. They're using all solid capacitors on this video card, so longer lifespan with that. You get the MSI Afterburner software utility, which allows you to overclock and tweak your GPU settings from within your operating system. A very good utility. I have used it personally. You do get Infinity support for multiple displays with this video card. It has a 3 GB frame buffer, so you get 3 GB of GDDR5 memory, and that is clocked at 1250 MHz effective memory clock. It's DirectX 11 compatible, of course, and AMD is promising much improved capability for DirectX 11 effects, such as tessellation with their 7900 series of video cards. You get 2 mini DisplayPort connectors. We'll go over those once we get out of the box. Also, MSI is advertising the world's first GPU voltage control for better overclocking capacity. You can actually directly affect and change the voltage of the GPU, not just, for instance, your core clock speeds. Speaking of core clock speeds, this is the overclocked edition. This comes with a overclock out of the box that is 830 megahertz on the GPU core clock. That is as compared to the 800 megahertz stock speed that stock cards will be running at. And of course, with that Afterburner utility, you get some enhanced overclocking capability even beyond that. Finally, we get a 3-year manufacturer warranty from MSI. And now we shall proceed with the unboxing to see what all comes in the box. Of course, you get the video card itself, which I will be taking a closer look at in just a moment. And then you also have accessories down here at the bottom, as well as some information. So you get a quick user's guide from MSI, which is a fairly generic overview of, well, multiple languages, of course, but basic instructions for installing your video card. If you've never done that before, you can check that out. You get a Afterburner, or you get an R7950 series graphics card manual. Also some instructions in there for using the Afterburner utility, getting started, and quick installation of the video card. You also get this disc, which is both your drivers for the 7950 as well as that Afterburner utility that I mentioned. Since this is a brand new graphics card, there are going to be driver updates coming, hopefully pretty frequently, and with a brand new GPU architecture like we have with the 7900 series. It's a new GPU architecture. It's based on a 28 nanometer manufacturing process, and there's going to be lots of updates to the drivers. So make sure you get the latest ones either from the MSI website or the AMD website to ensure that you have good compatibility with your games. And also, driver updates will generally increase performance as they refine the drivers. Here's a few more accessories that are included. You get a DVI to analog D-sub converter. I recommend not using that. If you have an analog monitor, please get a new one. Here is a mini DisplayPort to standard DisplayPort connector, so you can plug in a regular DisplayPort plug to that plug on the back of the card. You get a CrossFireX multi-GPU video link right here. This is a triple slot spaced one, so should accommodate if you have dual slot or triple slot spacing, because it does bend. These cards are compatible or capable of CrossFireX 2, 3, or 4 card setups, although for additional cards beyond 2, you will need some additional Crossfire links like that. You get a couple power converters here. This is, I should set that aside so you can tell what this actually is. This has 2 Molex plugs. We'll convert 2 Molex to a 6-pin PCI Express. You get 2 of those total, so if your power supply does not have PCI Express power plugs by default, you can use those. Speaking of power supply, MSI is recommending a 500 watt minimum power supply for this video card. I recommend going higher than that, based of course on the hardware that you have installed in your machine, because it's always good to have power supply overhead. And let's take a closer look at the video card. And here is a look at the video card itself. As you can see, the cooling solution has a black shroud with some red highlighting on it. In the center here is a 75mm fan. That's not a blower style fan, it is actually an intake, so it will pull air from your computer case and direct it down towards the GPU. The GPU on this video card is located on the other side of this metal bracket right here. As you can see, it's got a dark brown PCB on the bottom. The various cooling solution attachment points here are mounted with Phillips head screws, so you can access those if you are so inclined to modify your cooling solution. Bear in mind that might have an effect on your product warranty. Here in the back we can see a little bit of spacing here for some air intake. Around on this side we can see our power requirements. You need two 6-pin PCI Express power connectors for this video card, so make sure you have those available, or you can use those adapters that are included. Flip around to this side, we can see there is our PCI Express 3.0 plug. Did I mention PCIe 3.0? I should have. This card is PCI Express 3.0 compliant, uses the PCIe 3.0 bus. That has twice the bandwidth available as compared to PCIe 2.0 or 2.1. Please bear in mind, if you do have an older motherboard, or even a not so old motherboard, but a motherboard still using PCI Express 2.0 or 2.1, this is backwards compatible, and that really is just a bandwidth bump. So speed-wise, you're not going to see a huge difference between PCI Express 2.0 or 2.1 and 2.3 if you're using this video card. Finally, here at the end, we can see this is a 2-slot card, so it will take up 2 of your PCI slots. It's got an MSI logoed exhaust vent here on the upper one. On the lower one here, we have all of our connectors. So over on this side, we have our 2 mini display ports out. Those are DisplayPort 1.2 compatible. They do support daisy chaining if you have DisplayPort 1.2 displays with daisy chain capability. There's your HDMI 1.4a connector. And then finally, you have a dual link DVI plug, the blue one there at the end. And lastly, I nearly forgot, but we wanted to do a quick measurement of this card. As you can see down here by my thumb, it is 10.5 inches long, just about exactly as measured from the bracket. Not too long for a newer video card, especially a high-power one like this. Just make sure that you have enough space within your computer case to handle it. And that is going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been the MSI R7950-2PMD3GD5, featuring the new AMD Radeon HD7950 GPU. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.